Hey everyone, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment, and this is your market analysis for September 11th, 2010. Okay, looking at the daily view of the SPY, the market held up a little bit better than I expected. I said last week I expected some kind of pullback. It did for one day, but prices managed to hold up above this gap area. But you can kind of see that prices are starting to show signs of exhaustion, especially when you look at the stochastic. It is approaching in that overbought territory. And not to mention that this gap right here is providing some pretty strong resistance. And gaps, as I mentioned before, usually the entire length of the gap can provide either resistance or support. And in this case, it's providing resistance right here. So it's bumping ahead pretty much at the top of this gap right now. Now going into an hourly view, you can see there's some kind of a rising wedge that's forming right here. So prices are starting to show that same sign of exhaustion that I pointed out a couple of weeks ago, where you see these overlapping waves, and you kind of see this a smaller version of that, of overlapping waves, of overlapping ups and downs. Also on a short-term hourly view, you can see that prices are also overbought. And if you look at the MACD, we have some pretty major divergence right here. Prices are going up, but the MACD, each peak is lower and lower. So quite a bit of exhaustion or weakness that's displaying with this market during this week. And quickly, let me just jump into the VIX. The VIX also is showing signs of a bullish divergence. Bullish divergence for the VIX, which means it's bearish for the market. I showed you that the SPY made a new high, or at least it squeaked in a new high this week, but the VIX did not do the same. So again, there's some divergence with the sentiment along with prices, and that usually means a pretty decent or high chance of a pullback next week. So overall, I would be very cautious going long, especially given that the market is up against resistance and it's showing signs that it's exhausted and slightly overbought. So overall, next week, I do expect some kind of a pullback, if not a consolidation. But as far as going long, I'll be very cautious doing so.